Hi, it's Hei-hai, your pirate pilot setting sail in the skies. I have day 14. Let's get right into it. I know I discovered a lot of stuff because I discovered the underground last time, so let's see what else we can discover. One of the thoughts I had in between playing was I wonder if the fact that November 11th, or not 11th, November 7th was marked as the date on the apple orchard. I was almost curious if that was actually November 7th is the first day. I wonder if that might be the code for the apple orchard. Maybe that's what I was supposed to gather from it. Who knows? I don't really want to go check it right now. What is that corner? The compass? It looks like a compass. Actually, I can go in here and it's coins. I was like, I can go in here because I get steps every time I do. So it just resets me back. Perfect. Ooh. Is there something about this day that gives me kind of terrible options? Maybe we'll do the storeroom. 2 keys. A gem. Then we'll do this one. There we go. That's more like it. I think it'll be good to go out and do the outer room now. That's important to me. Oh, I was running. I can't always tell when I'm running or not. Or strolling. Here we go. Let's see. I don't have any items right now, so I don't think it's beneficial to step in there because it'll use 2 steps to go when to go in, when to go out. Unless I can no, I'm assuming trading means like I have one item and get another one. I guess I could have checked, but I don't feel like it. The alternative is that would be trading keys for items or gems for items, which I don't really want to do. Let's go east. Ooh. Solarium. That's a new one. That's the one that I had discovered the last time I was at or the only time I've been in the drawing room. Ooh, Bridget. Is that? I think it's an O. Mr. Nogula, Anne wanted me to remind you, once again, that it is expected of you to keep the grass in the cloister cut and the trees trimmed. I have a feeling you may have forgotten how to open the cloister wall again, so to save you some stern words, I decided to draw you a little diagram to help you out. Who knows, maybe this time it will stick. Sympathetically, Bridget. Love this passive-aggressive note. Cloister grounds access. While face to face with the angel, press the base of the 2 pillars on either side of you. I think that's on the west, or not the west. I keep calling it the west when I mean to say east. East side? Right? Where should I put this note? Do I just need a new page? I'll probably remember this. Cool. Sweet. Nice and simple. And I'll get more rare and unusual rooms. Ooh, what's this? Is this a puzzle? And the shovel. Yippee! What did I dig? Just an ordinary key. That's fine. What is this? Oh, what's over here first? Oh, these look like mountains from this angle. But that looks like pudding? Or what's that called? I think there's another name for that specific kind of dessert. What is this? Oh, okay. And move it? Huh? Let's have them all up here. What? Oh? No. Oh. You've been rewarded an allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised by 2. Huh? Do you not make allowances? Okay. Interesting. Huh? Okay, I guess that's neat. Hmm. Is it like dessert? Or the spoon? I don't know what this is supposed to be. Uh, pudding path? I have no idea. I feel like one of the other things I had thought of was how in the garage there was an underline for third time. So when we were in the tomb, I'm not going to pay attention to whatever is in front of me right now. But when we were in the tomb, there was the note that had dead end underlined when it wasn't actually. And that was kind of like the hint to be like, hey, there's a puzzle here. I wonder if for the garage it had third time underlined. So I wonder if that's like maybe the third time I go in there that I can leave with the car or something. I don't know. Coat check. I would like more doors, please. Do the chapel. Do this one now, or do I go over to the bedroom? Maybe I go to the bedroom. It'll, like, I should still be at 41, right? Because of the +2. Yeah. Okay, let's go over here. Keys or... Oh, it's the drafting studio. That's what it's called. Oh, let's do the Nook. I would love to do the drafting studio, but I currently can't afford it. I can't afford the commissary. Let's do the library. Did I request a book last time? I did. Herbert S. Sinclair got this book as well. Mary Jones, Detective Von Margle, and then me. The History of Orindia, 2nd edition. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fenary Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department's standards, including the omissions of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. Ooh, what does that mean? Oh, wow. It's like actually redacted. Okay. Forward. The forward, okay. The name used to designate the realms of the eastern waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. What? Jera. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Ajera, by Ajera? I don't know. By the ascension of the first king, whose name, Horus, that's bolded. It looks like it's bolded to me. I don't know if it's just because it's like an emphasis or what. Whose name Horus would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Horus was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Horus had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Horus, and by the end of the 1st century, the something redacted, a new kingdom was born. 2. The second era. Okay, it was the 4th king who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. What? To the eldest he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province, and the heartsprings of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift of something. To the youngest he bestowed upon him the realm of Haize, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Araja, a land steeped in tradition. Okay, what are these? Have I seen these anywhere else? With Arch-Aries, I think we've seen stuff with Aries. I recognize that. Number 3, this 3rd era. As the 2nd era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition. The 3rd era was defined by blank. Oh, this is where those flags come into play on the colorings that the children did on the 1st grade, the grade 1. The mountains, which we said was to the eldest, I think. Or no, was it here? Fields in the mountain went to the eldest. The middle province, the heartspring of the kingdom, the eldest with that. The youngest was Arch-Aries, the land of the northern storms. And then, or maybe that means the middle actually goes to the eldest. Northern storms, and then the middle got the southern, which is Araja, which would be that hourglass shape. The 3rd era was defined by commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. So the 3 flags are like the mountain shape, which is the north, something in the middle, and then the south is that hourglass shape. Ooh, there's a note in here. Let's do that first. It's from the detective. Is Bone Margle? I don't know. What detective? Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department and this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. So it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning, with this letter, the book you lent us. Though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Arindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection. But perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bunmargle, Redgar. Cool. Okay, maybe that's just what I'm supposed to find in this book. Fourth Era. As the kingdom entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Delisets III was a king who was often seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry in the court, but the masses as well. Something, I don't know if I can see. Oh, I can see beyond it. This is the Fourth Era. I'm so paranoid I'm gonna need to know these names later. Desilets was renowned as the king of no one when he made the decision to move, leaving castle and court behind. People were overjoyed by this choice, and were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his common folk. There's a T of his... Huh? Maybe that's just a missing letter. These voices planted the seed which took root in grand city of Fen. The era of ruin. So after the passing of King Delisets III, the Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters, due to the fact that Delisets IV shared little of his virtues. So as the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets, stained in red. The Morning Bay, the pacification of Fen. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, the victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years, and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Horus had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south. Forever exiled. Some of these I'm reading, and it's because it's my first time reading them, they sound like it doesn't always come out sounding correct. It's like a cold read. How many more pages? Okay, I'm just at the end. 6. The current era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Araja, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. And redacted. So basically this is just telling us the main. We have Fen Aries. I know for a fact I've read that one in places. And there's Arch Aries. And then there's the Iraja. I don't know how to pronounce that. Interesting. I think the main thing from this one, a lot of lore, but I'm assuming this information about the detective case is the main point of pulling that book. So we will continue. I think going north here is our best bet for now. Yeah, I would love to do the secret passage, but I need to do the conference room for doors. So the billiard room for the puzzle would also be great, but we'll do the conference room. It still hasn't changed. I don't think any of these ever change either. I wish they did. I don't think there's anything in the room. Go west. Ooh. I'm gonna do the workshop, even though I don't really have. All I have is a shovel so far today. Do the workshop just to place it and have it. There should be a new letter in stone, I would think. And let's do the billiard room. We'll do that puzzle later. We'll prioritize the workshop for now. Yes. That means when I go back through the library, I might want to check to see if I can read anything. So now this is a C. Where is... Go backwards. The stones. Now I have a C. So I had G, T, and C in the stone. Yeah, because stones cut by hand and letters wrought do speller secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter's not. Still don't know what any of that means. Okay, those can't even combine anyway. That is fine and understandable. And then there's the chairs over here. Okay, I think we'll just go C. Clock lock. Does that have to do with like those up there? I don't recall. I would have to go back through, but I don't recall if there are pictures similarly, because like this is telling me like, oh, okay, those ones it would be C because it's. Let's see. Let's see. The note was read, the letter's not. I don't know. Let's do a corridor, I think. Probably should have gone the other way to get the gem. The den would be great because then I have it connecting to the chapel. I would do the music room, except I don't have gems. This is great because now it loops around. I don't often get stuff that loops around. Probably I'm gonna do this. Hopefully it's not a waste of a key. Okay, secret garden key. I don't know how this one works because I got lucky with it that one time. Oh, is the cloister what I learned about earlier today? I already don't remember. Yeah, cloister grounds access. Dang. I don't have enough gems. That would have been great. Maid's chamber. I don't want to have less items though because I have the workshop. We'll do the closet. I would have loved the cloister here though. That would have been great. An ivory dye. I could have used that for this room, honestly. Okay. Now let's go double back. And here, go up. We'll do plain. I always check behind here, even though it's always just on top of the bar if there is a thing. I don't know, it makes me feel better to check from that other angle. Okay, 3. 8 times 2. We have 3 times 6. Oh, 26 minus 6. So this kind of cancel out. So it's just 20 times, that's 100. Divided by 20. It's just this again. Wow, a lot of that really just canceled itself out. Plenty of keys this time. Where were all these when I was doing when I had the Great Hall the last time? Oh, I need to re-roll. These all just go into the wall. Oh, thank you. Parlor, you saved me. I have a wind-up key. The gems are in the white box. Only one box contains gems. Only one box is true. Well, the box... Wait a second. Only one box contains gems. Is true. Only one box is true. Is false. I think. And the gems are in the white box. I think would make both of these true. Which means that one's false. But this is the only one that tells me where the gems are. I think they're in the white box. But let me double check that. Only one box contains gems. That's just in the rules of the game. If only one box is true, then that would mean as soon as this one is true, everything else is false. But that wouldn't make sense because that would go against the game. So I'm gonna try this one. Oh, thank goodness. They're kind of tripping me up a little bit now, which makes sense since they're supposed to get more difficult. Ooh, special key? Does the secret garden key work? It does not. I just have a regular key then. Great Hall. Okay, and I have 5 keys. So... Make sure that there's nothing on the chairs. I'm assuming the secret garden key is not going to work in this way. But I assumed. We will do this one. I think I want to add the pool because I want to be able to get to the foundation because it'll open up a lot more doors. Thank you. Now I can guess in here and use up keys, or I can go to the other rooms. which I think would be a smarter move. I think it's a smarter move to go to the other rooms. Because if I get the drafting room, the secret passage might be a good one. Maybe. The freezer would be good because I haven't been able to actually get into that one yet. This one. I want to do the secret passage. The question is, do I decide that room now or later? I think I'm going to decide it later, actually. That one needs a key card. I can at least dig up the shoveled areas. Ooh, thank you for the turnip. And I know for a fact that this connects down a worthless old brick. I know for a fact that this connects down to the underground, which I had assumed already, but now I know loosely where because I've seen the map. I think the gymnasium would be good. Don't really want to go in there. Well, actually I do. There's a key card that way. And this way there's a door. There's a secret garden key work here. It does. Excellent. Okay. Is there anything over here for me to pick up? I feel like there's maybe a fruit or something last time. Maybe it was just a shovel. I was like digging up a dirt spot. No. Okay, and then this one we need to... Wait, no, this... Oh, it already has it unlocked. That's still the west side. Huh? Wait, let me do this again. It's still the west side. It did remain permanently opened. Or wait, no. I don't know. Can you change the direction of the other arrow? Why can I still change this? That top arrow doesn't move. Or does it? And I just don't know how to make it move. I'm gonna have to do this twice if I'm wrong about this. Yeah, no, that just lowers that from the inside. Huh? But it doesn't matter what those are. Oh, this spreads fruit throughout the house, though, which is good because I need more steps. And then we do the commissary, because it'll give me items for sale, but also it'll connect to the Great Hall. 10 without a 10. This is still the same. Everything's still the same. Let's do the salt shaker because I know I'm gonna pick up a lot of fruit from the secret garden. And a gem. She uses up all of my money. Although I probably should have checked. I think I needed the sledgehammer. If I get the broken lever. Shovel, broken lever, and something. I don't quite know what that last something is, though. Use this. Brings me back to here. And then... question is, do I use the secret passageway now? Or do I use up all of my keys? Trying to figure out where the doors are out of the Great Hall. I need a key card for this way, and I think for the top way too. Let's... I'm gonna use up 2 keys. Or maybe just 1. Oh, nice. I got it figured out. I'll do the observatory. What is day 7 again? I do not recall. I could read the book, but I'm not going to. Apples are extra delicious today. Okay. I have a lot of things favoring me in terms of steps. Keys for sale would have been great. I actually have not reached rank 8 yet. I think this is only rank 7, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do the dining hall just so I have it. But we won't step in it just yet. So now this has become a 4-way passage, which is great. And now we have to do the secret passage because I don't have a key card. I think a hallway would be great because it guarantees me a door. Though I really wish I could have done green. But I don't think that's the most important thing right now. Oh, thank goodness. Special cost bypassed? What was the special cost for this one? There's not any interaction with these, is there? Epson. Sinclair. Major Nicholas B. the 4th. Go this way. I have to do the maid's chamber now. I don't have a key card. I've already read that one, but I'm just looking at it again. She's got a window this time. I don't think there was anything in there. Oh, this is my last key. Oh, I don't have any gems, but it'd be great to have that because it would give me keys. I have to do this one. Well, I don't have to, but it's probably my best bet. Oh, there's not fruit in here. Happened the other day too. What to do? What to do? I could go to the trading outpost. Probably best to go back this way, right? I don't think I can get anything useful for sale. There's no fruit here. There's fruit in here. No. Oh, that's right. If there's fruit, it always comes back to... I forgot I had the conference room. That'll be 6, 12, 18, 24, 36, 42. Okay. I forgot about this one. That's why there wasn't in any of the other rooms. Yeah. Okay. That was helpful. Before I had the magnifying glass and the shovel and those combine, I'm just gonna make a wild assumption and say that salt and shovel cannot combine. So I guess we go south through the library. Is there anything in this book that I can read? What? Is that just a bug? Oh, I think that was just a bug. Thing in here. Like scanning. No, these are pretty much just redacted fairly cleanly, it seems. I don't think the magnifying glass helps out in this case. There's nothing on this that really seemed like it needed to be looked into that deeply. This one was interesting because it has Morning Bay in there, but I'm pretty sure that's just an illustrative styling or technique. Interesting that this page has nothing redacted. Yeah, the nook is neck. Bedroom will get us 2 more steps back. I guess we just go to the trading outpost for now. I don't know what it can offer us, but we'll learn in a moment. The salt shaker. I could do that for a battery pack. That'll probably be fine because I already got so much use out of it. And the battery pack might be able to be no trade. I literally just got rid of the salt shaker. Coin purse, no trade. Does it do the same trade every time? It does. Are you trying to give me the salt shaker? I gave you the salt shaker. What? It's too dangerous to pick up. No, it's not. It's not lit. Okay. Oh, okay, that just reset it. Hmm. Hmm. I can tell that this like moves it around it. But I don't know how to move some of these other ones. Like ideally it's like somehow we get the purple to move. Ah, but I need to... Okay, and then we do this way. I have no idea how that worked. All of a sudden I'm getting an allowance. I don't know what has changed or if it's just because of these kinds of rooms. But now all of a sudden I'm getting allowance tokens, which is new. I want to pick up the dynamite though. Why won't you let me? Is it because I have the battery pack? No trade. I wonder if I can combine any of those now. In the workshop. Still don't pick up any keys. Do I want to... I'm gonna try the orchard. Just because I had that idea and I have plenty of steps. Because otherwise I'm just gonna have to end it here, which would be unfortunate, but it happens. It's already not a loss of a day just for the sole fact of having the allowance. That's a new thing for me. Okay, let's try 11. Oh. 7. No. Darn. What if we do the 7th of November? The backwards. Nope. I still have no idea. Dang. Still closed, which I would expect. Maybe I need the dynamite to blow up that thing in the mine shaft down there. Who knows? Okay. Can go to the workshop. Let's do it this way. I get steps. Not that it really matters that I get steps. I wonder if these books are ever going to show anything. Go to the workshop. Is there anything I can make? Shovel and battery pack I could. Okay. Yeah, okay. Shovel and battery pack. What? Is the battery pack what I need for the shovel and the broken lever? I am going to assume that is the combination I need until otherwise proven. Battery pack, shovel, and something else. Hmm. Does this mean I'm just done for the day then? Because that's a locked door. Those ones both have keypads. We didn't make it up to rank 8, so it's not like the dining room matters. Finally, I did unlock all the doors in the Great Hall. I didn't really add anything else. Oh, man. How unfortunate. We'll go this way. And I'll go into this. Yeah, there's nothing in there because I don't have enough money. Darn. This is on. I don't even really have to check it, but and I still don't know how to get this functioning to get down there. I don't have a basement key. And I couldn't do anything else at the trading post. There's nothing else to pick up in this room. I don't believe. I went this way. There's nothing else to pick up in the foyer. Try not to miss anything just because of how, like, I almost missed something at the end of last time. I don't want to run into that kind of thing again. And this fruit ended up going into the conference room. Whoa, why is there a spine and a pine? I guess I'll just add that to my list of letters. S. Spine and pine. I'm assuming it's a pine. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. There's nothing strange going on here. Locked. I guess technically I didn't go into the chapel, so there technically could be a key back there, though I don't know that I could make it all the way back there now. We might as well try at this point. I also didn't go into the dining hall. This way. Go through the hallway. We already did that one. Tithe. There's coins in here. It's still not... I don't think that's enough to get the sledgehammer, though. Key would have been a lot more useful. I guess we'll just go to the dining room if we can make it there. Just because we didn't actually check it. Can I make it to the dining room? I can. Okay, today was apples are extra delicious. I'll get a key tomorrow. That key would have been so helpful today, though. Let's see. I don't know if there's a point to changing that once you already have it set up. Or if that's the kind of thing that you do once and then you're good. Does that look like a clock underneath it? I still feel like there's something with spinning these that I don't know about. Because it's weird that you can spin them. Well, that's the last of my steps. So I think I'll just call it here for now. We need to get some cool stuff, so I think that's what matters most with this. Rather than exhausting my steps for the day, I'll just exit from here. And I think that'll just be it for this one. Yeah. I think that'll just be it. We learned some stuff. We got some new permanent things. That's always good. Mount Holly Prosaic Villa. 28 rooms. Reach rank 7. 101 steps. 6 items. 2 rooms. The trading post and the solarium are our 2 new rooms. Keep running into the issue with not enough gems and not enough keys. So I don't know if there's anything I can do to have a better strategy for that next time, but I should really look that up, just like on the general page, on if it really is like a 30-day thing, or if you just keep going until you find it. Because day 14, if it's a 30-day thing, then 15 will be the halfway point the next time. So we're at 2 weeks in. The other thing that was weird was with the secret garden was how that left westward facing door was open from the inside, but when I did approach it from the other side, it wasn't. Like, it simply wasn't. Unless today it was just a thing where it was like, okay, once you get the secret garden, it'll open up and you don't have to respin the wheels or anything like that. You just have to do the levers. But maybe you just have to get the secret garden and reach the antechamber on the west side. But at least now we know that the secret garden is the western. It is the western one because it didn't change when I was doing anything. Unless there's something else I need to figure out for it. But I don't know how to change that top wheel or that top arrow. Who knows? Maybe we'll learn in a future run. Maybe we'll learn. Alright, that's it for now. It was a day ride. So, sailing during the day today. So I guess it's a bye-bye, but we can also say night-night too if you want. Bye-bye. Save and quit. Till next time. See you tomorrow.